We have seen Android 12 running on Raspberry Pi 4, but with Android 12L, you can transform Raspberry Pi 4 into a tablet. Android 12L or Android 12.1 is an update for tablets and foldable devices that transforms the Android experience to the next level. It's very close to iPadOS and gives a super stunning user experience. It has powerful multitasking capabilities and improved compatibility support, so apps looks better right out of the box. Hey guys, KSQRL here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Android 12L on Raspberry Pi 4. Let's get started. Keep in mind, Android 12L is an experimental build running on Raspberry Pi 4. It cannot be used as a daily driver. Now, as of now, it's working very well, but unfortunately, due to the lack of G-app support, there is no way of installing apps via the Play Store, and you have to rely on FOSS or sideloading an APK. Also, this project doesn't guarantee in any way to get updates in the future. If you're an Android user and like tinkering, then you can test Android 12L using Raspberry Pi 4. To install Android 12L on your Raspberry Pi 4, head over to the links in the description and download the unofficial version of Lineage OS and place it somewhere on your computer. Then download and install Balena Etcher on your computer running Windows, Mac OS, or any Linux-based OS. Go ahead, insert the SD card, make sure it has a good read and write speeds. Then open Balena Etcher, then choose the file from here. Now select the target, which is your SD card, and click on Flash. Now this could take around 5 to 20 minutes depending on the writing speeds of the SD card. Now once it's done, eject the SD card. Now insert the SD card onto the Raspberry Pi 4, then connect it to the keyboard, mouse, monitor, or any display module and power supply, then turn on the Raspberry Pi 4. The first boot will take some time, so please be patient. Now as you can see guys, Android has just booted successfully. No issues have been noticed. Alright, so this is the home screen you get to see. It's a Lineage OS 19.1 based on Android 12.1. Now swiping up from the bottom takes you to the app drawer where you get to see all of the installed applications. Swiping down from the top brings up the revamped system controls and notifications. With Android 12L, Google has done an amazing job and divided system controls and notifications into separate panels. On the left, you can see all the system controls, and on the right, you can see all the notifications. The system toggles are customizable according to your liking. Now let's go to the settings. Now you can see it looks very minimal and easy to use. On the left, you can select any cell, and on the right, it shows more options. Now let's go to the About page and show you the version. With Android 12L, the multitasking capabilities has been taken to the next level. Along with that, you can see an improved compatibility support so that the apps look better on the tablets. Swiping up from the bottom takes you to the app overview, where you get to see all of the apps running in the background. Now from here, you can enable the split screen, which lets you run the apps side by side. Now, as you can see, it's that easy. I'm running the two apps side by side, and it works very well. The good thing about it is that when you go back to the app overview, you can see it creates an instance of multi-apps. That way you can get back to the multitasking mode hassle-free. Now, if in case you have any CPU cooler installed on your Raspberry Pi 4, there could be a better to overclock the Raspberry Pi to make it even faster. Now head over to the Raspberry Pi settings, then look for CPU overclock. The max it can go is up to 2000 MHz. Keep in mind when you are overclocking the CPU, it needs more power, and make sure the power adapter that you're using is capable of providing enough juice to make it work properly. Also at the bottom, I'm going to enable the hardware video decoding. This is an experimental feature that may improve the video playback. Now once you have done tweaking the system, hold F5 on the keyboard to bring up the power menu and choose to reboot the system to effect these changes. Now these are the shortcuts you can use to control Android 12L via keyboard. Now let me try to play a video from YouTube and see how it works. Now as you can see, the video playback is super smooth in 360p, but if I change the video quality to 1080p, it starts struggling a lot. And if I downscale to 720p, it does play a video with minor hiccups. Now as of now, 480p is the best for video playback. Lastly, let me go back to the settings once again, then choose storage. Now here you can see it says 8 GB of internal storage, but the SD card that I have inserted is 32 GB and it's not using the whole space. To resolve this issue, turn off the Raspberry Pi 4, then eject the SD card. Then connect the SD card to the computer running any Linux operating system. In my case, I'm using Ubuntu. Then open the terminal and install the package named gparted. This is a partition manager that helps fix the SD card. Now once it's done, open the gparted. Then on the top right, using the drag down menu, choose your SD card and you can see all the partitions. Now you can see the user data partition is set to use only 4 GB and the rest of the free space is left unallocated. Now anyway, right click on the user data partition, choose to resize, then use the slider, move to the end to merge the free space and click on OK. Now apply the changes and that's it. Now the Android OS will use the full storage space on the SD card. Now reinsert the SD card on the Raspberry Pi 4. Now you can see the storage space is incremented. And that's pretty much it, guys. This is how you set up Android 12L on Raspberry Pi 4 or 400. Overall, I would say Android 12 on Raspberry Pi 4 is amazing. It works very well than most other operating systems, but due to the lack of GApp support, you cannot use it as a daily driver. So what do you guys think about it? So let me know in the comment section down below. So if in case you like this video, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and consider hitting the bell icon to get notified whenever I post a new video. Thanks for watching this video. This has been KSK Ryle. I will see you in my next one.